Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.
I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time, I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks
As the sun starts to set, you're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, it's our main event between the Pittsburgh Steelers and these guys defending their home turf. Well, a very happy new year to all of you watching this one. Joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, saying hello for the first time in the new year, Brock. And also, as we end another regular season, this our penultimate contest before the old NFL calendar flips a page and our postseason arrives.
And this is where you want to put your best foot forward to begin one year and end another. Your New Year's resolution. Start the calendar year off right and give all the effort you got. Empty the tank over these last couple of weeks. And end this regular season playing the best football you've got in you.
Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their fifth-year quarterback.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
5 DBs out there for the Steelers, 3rd down. Man in motion here. We'll air it out on 3rd. That's caught for the first. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives him the first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Slot man motioned over. They'll work against the blitz. They've got a screen to the running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up 4th and long.
You know, Kate, you get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame. That's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. And with the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down, Steelers. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 79 Broncos.
Back-to-back carries here. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the 1st.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Let go.
Now it's Scott. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. First down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
70, trap 60, trap 60. Go.
This is Scott. Works his way to the 35. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Steelers have a first down.
10 at the
Here we go.
32-yard line.
60 average. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Steady.
From the gun, Taylor. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
And not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. 70 Lions. 18. Pioneer. Warriors 70. 60 Bobcats. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Working from the gun, it's Gabriel. Short pass brought in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Back. Hawk ready.
It's Reynolds on the carry. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
His return starts at the 5. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Condors and their running back about to get back to work. They need to know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
19 Chargers. Let go.
Back now, pressure coming. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
Second and 6.
4 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Get it. Panther 60. Panther 60. 19 Lions.
Another carry for him. He's going to bring this down to their 35. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Okay, ready?
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter one. 7-0 is our score. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here's Scott on the carry. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Come on, come on. Hit. 70 Lions. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Now run by Scott. No look there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hold it ready.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 Type. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Ready up.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. This is Walker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Steeler 1st down.
Shotgun, hand off to Taylor. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical.
And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 13-0 lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now this offense getting set to work here. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Offense to the line. Here we go. Blown back, it's the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 21-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Go! Panther 60.
I'll throw it. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70 left. Warriors, 70. 19 Lions. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Walker holds it in. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
19, Panther 11, Panther 11. Let go.
On 1st down, they'll run. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What they do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Mustang 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Steady.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's got a man left. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
3rd down and 3 coming up on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More from San Diego in just a bit. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go.
From the gun, here's a handoff. Keeps on moving into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
To the sideline, and
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Incomplete pass on 1st down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Here we go. Shot. Hey, motion.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. The Steelers calling their first time out as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. On comes the Condors punting squad. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And the NFL rushing title within his grasp as we enter the penultimate week. He sits atop the league in yards. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Cup 19. Get it. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let go.
Handoff now from the gun. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
They give it to him again. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Steelers have the 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Ready. 60 by 18, Pioneer. Let's go.
First down, and they go right back to it. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go, Scott. Hawk 70, Dragon 60. Ready?
They're going to run it. Here's Scott. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Pass complete to Walker. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. They're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Come on. Ready?
To throw, Richardson. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Well, they've been perfect to that point on the drive block. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Here's the one back on the handoff. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. It is Week 17. Playoff spots on the line.
And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. The ball is teed up, and we're off in quarter number 3. Brings in the kick at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And you can see with just this and one more game remaining this season, he's leading the league in rushing touchdowns. Now the run here from the gun. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. He'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
79, Cowboy 80.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he gives this one up to the 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready?
They go again with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
He's got 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Let's go.
Now it's Reynolds. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Bronco 80.
Steelers.
Mustang 19. Ready?
From the red zone now. It is caught left side. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down. The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Scott, go.
Now it's Scott. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
And it's
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
And the Steelers, first down. First and goal, Pittsburgh.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. This offense ready to get going again now. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Throwing now off the play action. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Second and 9.
Get it. Ready.
Second down carry for Taylor. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
First down.
Let's go.
A gain of 15.
Panther 60. Panther
And the
60.
Steeler first down.
Bronco leading.
Here's Richardson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets up the first.
A gain of 12. First down.
Ready. Viking 18.
They give to Reynolds. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want to open the field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Reynolds will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They'll try and punch it in. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Yes, ready?
3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further. Richardson now. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers continue piling onto this lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers. And here they go to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down and 10. At their own 22
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's 2nd down coming up. They're going play action. Brought in right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's going to be their ball to begin the 4th, but looking up at that scoreboard, possession may not make much of a difference. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Go! 19, side, hop! Go with him, go with him!
Back to throw now. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Punt team on the field. And he's been one of the players of this game. Return out of them. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Steelers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him.
Check, ready?
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. This one's going to wind up less than a yard from that 1st down marker. Brock Play gets it up to the 43.
A gain of 12 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
18, pioneer. Let's go now.
This is Scott. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down,
Steelers. Go!
Going to the ground again on 1st. Running their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
At their 49-yard
Back row 80. Ready.
From the gun, Taylor. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
60 Vikings. Tag. 70 Timberwolves. 18 Hunter. 70 Rangers. Dragon 60. Panther 11. Let's go.
To the air on 3rd and long. Throw left is intercepted. And the Condors are going to have possession at their own 46. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away. from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front. And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits, because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. They look to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
38-yard line.
Hawks 70, Hawks, set go.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They motion a receiver left. 3rd down from the gun. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And finally, in this 4th quarter, Brock, they're able to get something up on that scoreboard.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, get some points, make it a hair closer in the box score.
And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Steelers offense headed out. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. Now, we got to walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands. Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Ready?
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go. Start.
Shotgun. Hand off to Taylor. And he used all the space he had. Got him around 8. That sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Taylor again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down is so demoralizing to that defense.
He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Come on, come on.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses.